Okay, well, I don't know how to start this, so here's our trip to LA. The first thing is I was, I guess, surprised. I don't know if surprise is a good word, but impressed. This was my first time checking into a flight, giving over my boarding pass, and then taking an escalator down, and then having to take the stairs back up onto the plane. That was a new experience for me. We just took a little puddle jumper over. So that was fun and exciting.
It was a lot of fun.
And then we have this picture, which Jacob took of Albuquerque, and somehow was able to find his parents' house in the middle of that, which is insane, but he did. So that was cool.
You know what you're looking for. It's pretty easy to find it.
There you go. So that's cool. This is the Disney concert hall that's inside of it. This is a picture of us in front of the hall. So we did this on the first day. We went and climbed. You can walk around the entire exterior of it and look at all of the outside of it.
Yeah. So it's really hot though, because it's right in the sun and it's metal and shiny. But it's still a lot of fun.
Yeah, we like that. That was a good thing. Good first thing for LA.
Yeah.
And then we were staying, for the first few nights, we were staying at the Millennium Biltmore, which is this super historic, super cool hotel. And I guess the only thing we actually got of it was walking down to the pool, which was kind of crazy because it was in like a sub basement, really far down. But once you got down there, it was beautiful. Tiling and fountains and all that sort of stuff.
You can tell it's from over 100 years ago, just like the design and everything, but still looks really cool and really nice.
Yeah, so that was cool. The Biltmore is close to 100 years old now. 1922, 1923, something like that.
Between 22 and 24. And
it was the site of the first few Academy Awards, all that sort of thing. Really old Hollywood, classic Hollywood hotel. So that was a good welcome.
Yeah.
Of getting to LA. That was cool. So I didn't take any video or pictures of me working or Jacob at the hotel otherwise. But this is on our first adventure day. And as you can see, I was upset that he was making us late. And
you're really cute.
Jacob's making us run late. We're late for our adventure.
The car's on. We're not late anymore. Nope.
And then there we are, pulling into Hollywood, as you can see there. I love Hollywood. Very exciting. We took a bus tour, so this is us on the top tier. Getting on the bus tour, going around town, seeing some sights.
We'll remind you to wear sunblock because you're sitting in the sun for several hours doing this, so don't forget that.
That's true, we paid for that. There's Dan Radcliffe's star. It's kind of new, as you can see. We drove by the Dolby Theater later in the day. We got to go inside, so that was fun. I thought that picture was just an epitome of going to California. That's just what I think of as like a palm tree lined street.
It is a palm tree lined street. It was kind of like surprising. It was super wide. I was surprised by that.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool. We got to drive by Beverly Hills, see some cool stuff there. That was fun. That's Rodeo Drive. We didn't get to go down Rodeo Drive because they say the bus is too heavy for it, but we did look at it.
We circled it literally like one street over on both sides, so like we drove around this big circle around it, so it was kind of funny.
So we got two perspectives of it.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it does in the movies to me. I don't know what it's supposed to look like, I guess, anymore.
Just not what you expected?
Not what I expected.
What is this? Do you remember?
That is a car museum.
Okay, there you go. Look at that cool building. There's the Death Star,
Oh, that's going
otherwise
to be
known
the
as...
Academy Museum, or the Oscar Museum.
Okay, there you go. They're building a museum there. This is the tar pits, which was cooler than in my mind was going to be. I was impressed by it. You could definitely smell the tar just even pulling up. That's how strong the tar pits are. And it's big and a lot. So
It's a couple blocks long, yeah, like everything all together, the museum and the tar pits and like a park that's attached to it. It's a lot that's there.
yeah, so that was a cool thing to get to see. That's obviously not something that's in a lot of places.
True.
This is a art sculpture, not really a sculpture. They've collected old light fixtures from around Los Angeles and compiled them all together here. This is one of the most Instagrammed spots, they said.
Yeah, these light fixtures are original like gas lighted fixtures, and now they've been retrofitted into the electric, but they're from, I want to say, the 30s and 40s, if
Yeah.
not earlier,
Probably.
from LA area.
Yeah. So they are still working. They light them all up at night, but it's just a huge collection of all those light fixtures. So I thought that was cool. This is the Hollywood sign, if you can believe it. This is something that I was really surprised by, actually. I thought when we went to Hollywood, we would just see it everywhere.
You don't see it from everywhere.
But even when you can see it, it's not huge. I just had to lean in on my computer screen to be like, wait, that is what we took a picture of, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. I don't know why I was disappointed in
Pretty
that.
small.
Yeah. There we are driving past Paramount Studios, wind in my hair. I like that picture. This is us heading up on the stairs to the Dolby Theater. So this is a walk that Oscar nominees take on their way to the Academy Awards now. So we got to take our picture at the bottom of those stairs. That's cool. There's us at the top too.
Yeah, it's exciting. Like, it's all red carpet everywhere, so you don't realize that it's like they have the red carpet and they have a little piece of it, but then they also have like the rest of it's just normal red carpet that people are walking on every day, all day.
Oh, right.
Too, in parts of it. So that's still pretty cool.
Yeah. It was interesting to get that different perspective. You know, every other day of the year, it's just a mall that people are just walking around at. So here's us in front of the Dolby Theater. We actually got to go inside. Bottom right-hand corner there. That's a little piece of the actual red carpet from last year's Academy Awards that we got to walk on. How special are we?
So special. So special.
Inside, we got to see a real Oscar. Obviously, they wouldn't let us touch it, but it was there. And then while we were there, they were also rehearsing for the finals of America's Got Talent. So they told us we would get to see it. We didn't get to take any pictures inside, but here's a picture of us going inside. Well, of me going inside. And then after every live show, they do sort of press outside the theater itself. So we got to...
It's on the ground floor of the theater, like, so you're still inside the theater, but like on the back side.
Yeah, after they
ground
come
floor.
out, they get to talk about how they felt about their performance or what happened, this and that. So we got to sort of walk in those footsteps too. That was cool. Jacob took this picture. What do you have to say about that?
So this is after you get your Oscar, you have to go up an elevator, like you do the walk of Winner's Walk. And so you ride up this elevator. It's a freight elevator. It's kind of funny. But like as soon as you get out on this level, you walk out into this room. It's really dark, like black walls and like little gold Oscar shape, like silhouette that's lit up. Like it's dark, red carpet, and you walk down this hallway, but it's like the first thing you see as you walk out is like this kind of like impressive, like you have an Oscar now. That's what made me think of it as like, that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, so it's like on two of the walls, there's that little shape on two of the walls, and then the third wall is obviously the hallway, the fourth hall is the elevator you walk out of, and this is the rest of that walkway.
Yeah, so this hallway, people that after you win an Oscar, you take that elevator up and you walk down this long hallway, and they have pictures of people that have gone before you, all that sort of thing, and they're walking next door, basically, over to do some press. So it's this long walk of just, I guess, enjoying the fact that you've just become an Oscar winner.
Yeah, it takes about 20 minutes, they said, to do the whole walk, start to finish. So
yeah,
it's,
get back to your seat.
Yeah, back to your seat.
Time.
Unless you're nominated for another category, then you kind of like backtrack through this to get back to the stage, and you'll be backstage and you'll walk out for your next nomination kind of thing. But
oh yeah, we saw some examples of that.
But it's pretty cool.
That was our tour of the Dolby Theater. That was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed that. I think that was really worth it. We went outside of the Chinese theater. We didn't have time to do a tour there too, but I think that would have been phenomenal as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the Wax Museum.
Kind of freaky.
Which I probably won't ever do again. It was weird with a bunch of people standing around. Actually, in this Dorothy shot, I'm noticing there was a lady staring at the camera. That was what it felt like all of the time. It was just people staring at you, and you didn't know if they were real or wax. This is the only time I ever touched one. I tried to link arms with Dorothy. You see, I got not even my whole hand, and I was like, okay, take the picture, I'm done. Hurry up. So we did take some pictures, but it was an odd experience. It just
I tried my best
so
to look like them, but clearly I don't fit in.
Yeah, so and we had some fun.
There were some fun ones, yeah.
Some of them were good. But
it's real dark in there too, like it's
dark, it's loud. Jacob was so impressed by Jackie Chan. Well, anyway, that's the Wax Museum. This is some more stars that we saw just walking down the street. There are so many stars, and there's just blocks and blocks of it.
In multiple directions too. It's not just like a north-south street. It's like north-south, east-west for multiple blocks in a row.
Yeah, so
and
it's
multiple intersections.
You'll never be able to see all of them, or it's not like you could just chance upon a specific one. I mean, we saw a lot of cool ones, but
like you have to know what you're looking for to find it, and you have to know who you're looking for and where they are to even know where to look.
Yeah, it's so expensive. That was really cool though. Just all the time when we were walking on the stars.
Yeah.
I did like that. Okay, now this is on the way. These are the Warner Brothers Studios. Some big ads that they've got outside. And this is just driving around Burbank.
Ooh, Burbank.
On our way. This is getting to the Warner Brothers Studios, which was probably, for me, the highlight.
It was a lot of fun. I like this a lot. And this is in the archives.
Oh, yeah. This is the Aquaman costume. Some more costumes that's what they had out right now, is Aquaman. Some of the costuming that was actually in the movies. So that was cool to get up closer.
Yeah, it was.
Good to see. And
Wonder Woman was
too.
there too.
Yeah. Back to Aquaman.
Wonder Woman was incredible, like the movie. But the Aquaman stuff was really cool because like you could actually touch it, and there's the throne and try it in. So it was a lot of fun seeing all of that.
Yeah. Oh, but of course,
upstairs,
Harry Potter, better part. Getting to see some of these props. There's the Marauders map. Just having a fantastic time. Jacob with Aragog, a young Aragog. Some of the costumes from the actual movies.
And the sword, the snitch, and the goblet.
Yeah. This is from Fantastic Beasts.
You can't go wrong with Fantastic Beasts. And it's just incredible.
Yeah. There's Jacob and Jacob.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was cool. A lot of cool stuff that we got to see there. And then here we are just walking through some of the facade type buildings that they film in. This is sort of the older sets that they've got from when they just first started making the gangstery movies. And then we moved on to, if this looks familiar, that's because it is. That's Stars Hollow.
Gilmore Girls.
Missed out on, you're just missing some signs there. So there's that. And then the famous gazebo we got to see. So that was cool. They talked about how when they would be filming some of these winter scenes, because it was supposed to be Connecticut.
Oh yeah.
How it's like August in LA.
And it's hot.
So hot and crazy. And it's supposed to be snowing in Gilmore Girls and Stars Hollow. So they've got these actors in scarves and coats in 90-degree weather. And
full makeup and trees that are green that they have to pluck every single leaf off of.
They pluck every single leaf off of the trees to make it look like it's winter. Because those are real trees. They're not fake. Somebody asked that.
Someone did ask that. And then if someone came in after them filming a Stars Hollow like winter scene there, they would have to zip tie the leaves back on for the tree to be green. Which that's kind of crazy. Like when you think about that, all the leaves zip tied back on so it like looks right. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, the things we do for movies. Well, we don't do.
It's all for the entertainment, is what they said. It's all for the entertainment.
Okay, another cool thing, that was the Big Bang Theory's downstage. We got to see some of the Batmobiles. This was pretty cool, walking around, seeing the actual vehicles that they've saved.
And all of them are functioning vehicles that drive, which is really cool.
Yeah, they could drive, obviously.
Some of them can get over 100 miles, some of them can only get up to 40 miles. But it's still cool to see, like, they are real vehicles that you can take out and drive if you were doing them. When they're doing the movies, they actually drive them around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But they said usually it's a stuntman driving it around, because a lot of these vehicles do have this horsepower behind them, so you could accidentally crash the Batmobile.
Easily crash and flip or something bad happens. So it was always, most of the time it was a stuntman doing the driving for safety, and they knew how to handle the car.
Well, there's the bat signal. Well, that's not the bat signal. That's the bat signal.
Doo-doo.
That was fun. This was a great part of it, was going to go see the Ellen set.
It was. It's surprisingly like small once you're on the inside. Like what it actually is. It's just surprising.
Yeah, but that was really cool to be like, oh, I'm here. Of course, Ellen wasn't there. Everything was kind of covered up and the lights were off, that kind of thing. But it was still really surreal, I would say, to get to like be in being somewhere you see on TV
all the time. Yeah, it's true. To be there in real life is different than watching it on TV. It really is different.
Exactly. So that's where we ended the tour, but we did get to head on down to Central Perk. That was fun. Grabbed some drinks there, and we got to check out our pictures from the tour. That was fun. I like that. We did also get to go into some of the prop archives. So we do have some pictures from that. This is Jacob sitting at a Resolute desk, one of the replicas for anytime they have the Oval Office on TV. And this building was just full of all sorts of props. So this is lighting.
It's 3 floors kind of, and 3 football stadiums in length.
Yeah, any kind of prop or anything you could ever think of. Mm-hmm. They've got it there. You just go find it and put it in your TV show.
Yep.
And then at the end there, they showed us some of the awards that they've won as a studio. Some things that they've got there. Lots of Emmys and Oscars and...
Yeah, a lot of fun stuff. All sorts of different things you can work with them on, or that they're working on. You can see a movie made from start to finish a little bit. And then there's always their gift shop.
Oh yeah, so there's Jacob with the Flash. Oh, I did want to come to an end on a great note, that we got to hang out in Sheldon's spot.
Yes, we got Sheldon Cooper's spot.
There's me being animated. So
As a house elf.
Yeah, that's Dobby, the house elf, and me kind of dancing around, getting him to move around. Okay, driving away, we got to see Cloud 9. That was pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it through the trees there, but I thought it was an indoor set. That's really just a supermarket. They've got the trailers out front, so that's why you kind of can't see it there, but it has Cloud9 logo on it.
Yeah, but when they like show from like walking out of the store, like that fence in the street, that's literally the fence in the street you're driving on. That's their set right there. So it was really cool to see that and realize, oh hey, we know that set. And
yeah, exactly. Another thing is like, wait, I've seen that on TV.
Yeah.
So that was funny too. And last but not least, we took a trip up to see the Hollywood sign a little bit closer. Still kind of small, but
it was packed up there. It was kind of
we thought we had found this great spot, and we were going to drive up and be able to get a quick picture, but it's the state park, so everybody knows about it.
Yeah, you do have to drive through a residential neighborhood to get to it, but it's crazy, and the road is kind of crazy to turn around on. It's just this little road and up a hill, and there's cars parked everywhere. Someone tried to come through with an RV and got themselves almost stuck 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, it was kind of tight.
People were not happy with it.
But that was cool. It was iconic for me.
It was cool.
A good way to end the trip.
I agree.
So that was our LA trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tons of fun.